This particular alliance has caused more issues for the UPF than the UPF has ever needed to deal with. As both of you know, today you will be battling for the UPF World Championship. Should you lose the battle today, you will never be allowed to use your Mars Shadow ever again.
This was your plan from the beginning, wasn't it? To get close to me and then rip the championship away from me?
Remember whose idea this partnership was in the first place. I would never be like VB and turn my back on you.
I shouldn't have trusted VB. And it looks like I shouldn't have trusted you either.
I can make you regret your trust issues right now. You want to be prideful of this title? You can defend it against me. Then you can really be proud of what you've done.
New UPF World Champion. Happy Halloween! It's October and we have a great episode in store for you guys, featuring a press conference led by your new UPF World Champion, Marc Cameron. We also have two very exciting battles. Thruxy is looking to mount a bit of a winning streak against the down on his luck Fabio. Also, Don Pokemon will be facing off against Maestro Rio, who wanted to challenge himself a little bit against the former champion. A win for Maestro Rio could put him in a pretty good place for that UPF World Championship. But that's enough talking. Let's get into the action, starting right now.
Welcome everyone to another battle today in the UPF. Now we have an exhibition match 3v3 singles between Fabio and Thruxy. Have fun, guys, and good luck. Thruxy sends out Machamp, going against Fabio's Cinderace. Turn 1, Cinderace goes for a Zen Headbutt, turning into Psychic type. Machamp is under 20 HP now, and retaliates with a Dynamic Punch. Cinderace does get confused now. Turn 2, Cinderace hits itself in confusion, allowing Machamp to knock it off and KO Cinderace. It's now a 3 vs 2 battle. Grimmsnarl is sent out. Grimmsnarl responds defensively with Reflect, minimizing physical incoming damage. Machamp's Dynamic Punch does less than half thanks to Reflect, but it does confuse Grimmsnarl. Toxapex is now sent out in place of Grimmsnarl and takes only 2% damage. That is nothing. Pitiful damage from Machamp here. Knockoff goes on to Toxapex, removing its Black Sludge, so no more passive HP recovery, and it is retaliated with Scald, burning the Machamp here. Machamp has just one more turn alive until it goes down to burn. It responds with Dynamic Punch, but buddy, that is doing nothing, dude. Okay, Toxapex does hurt itself in confusion here. So will that string of luck bring Thruxy to victory? We don't know. Dragonite is sent out by Thruxy. Dragonite uses Dragon Dance to boost up its stats, but Toxapex immediately going for a haze. Good prediction on Fabio's part, removing the stat boost from Dragon Dance. Does it once more time. Dragon Dance goes up, and Toxapex hurts itself in confusion. No more haste for you guys, and Earthquake just knocks it down to 32% HP. Toxapex again hurts itself in confusion, and that means it's gonna go down to yet another Earthquake. That means it's a 2v1 situation right now, and Reflect is off. No more defensive tools. Grimmsnarl goes for a Sucker Punch, but buddy, that's not doing anything, and Dragonite going for yet another Earthquake and secures the final KO, giving Thruxy the victory against Fabio. Congrats, Thruxy, you are the winner of this exhibition match.
This isn't This isn't working. It fails every time. I've put way too much trust in others. Way too much trust, and they fail me every time. It's time for new path. Yes, that has to be it. The UPF must burn.
Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting battle here at the UPF. This is our main event. We have Maestro Rio versus Don Pokemon, former UPF World Champion Don Pokemon, and up-and-comer Maestro Rio, who's been leading the rankings recently. However, he lost to Femrir a couple months ago, so he's hoping to test himself against Don Pokemon here in this main event. And this battle will be taking place in Pokemon Sword and Shield. This is a doubles exhibition battle, so 4-on-4. And we see Maestro Rio leading off with Rillaboom and Kingdra, while Don leads off with Togekiss and Dragonite. 2 flying types for Don. And looks like Maestro Rio has some synergy here with that Grassy Surge and the Grassy Seed from Rillaboom to hopefully boost his power going into this. And Maestro leads off with the Dynamax. Dynamax is that Kingdra right out the gate. He's hoping to make this 1, 2, 3, 4 boom, just eliminate them all right here. Fake out coming out from Rillaboom onto that Togekiss, stopping any kind of flinching that Togekiss could be doing, and the Max Steel Spike really solidifies that first KO for Maestro Rio. 4-on-3 here in what looks to be the Ice Gym, the Ice Arena. Maestro leading off. Don gets off a Dragon Dance on his Dragonite. Although he is down 3-4, he could get a lot of offense here with that Dragonite and potentially turn things around. Gastrodon out. Huge disadvantage against that Rillaboom, and that Grassy Glide will prove just that. Don, very rough start. Perhaps losing the championship has gotten into his head a little bit, and we saw words from him earlier proving that he's definitely in a different way since losing that championship, and that Max Wormwind will really do a ton of damage to Dragonite. Don is not performing the same way he was against Rob and Phoebe. This is a different Don, one that's psyched out, and Maestro Rio has got to be feeling some confidence at this point in the battle. Being able to take out the former UPF World Champion will definitely do wonders for your confidence, and maybe Maestro will use this confidence to pursue something big, perhaps the UPF World Championship. Max Wormwind coming out, eliminating that Dragonite, and Politoed is switched in for Maestro Rio, so Rillaboom can rest and not get KO'd. Mimikyu going for the play rough against Kingdra, doing very little damage. However, gets the attack drop. Might save Don Pokemon. I know that he still has his decoy up on Mimikyu, which will save him a turn, perhaps even a whole round. And that Hurricane that eliminates the disguise, but will Politoed be able to just eliminate it very quickly? Play rough coming out from Mimikyu. Ooh, puts Kingdra in the red. Not quite an elimination, not quite a KO. Politoed brings in the Skull, doesn't KO it. Burns it though. And that might make it so that a Shadow Sneak won't be enough to knock out the Kingdra, leaving Maestro up 4-0. Helping Hand from Politoed, ensuring a KO And that flash cannon will definitely knock out Mimikyu. The former UPF World Champion goes down 4-0. I wonder where Don takes his career after this, because this has got to be a sign that something has to change. And Maestro Rio, he's got to be feeling some great confidence coming out of this. But now, let's move on to that press conference from the current UPF World Champion, Marc Cameron.
Thank you all for coming. Before anybody asks any questions, because I'm sure you all have plenty of questions for me, I just want to say one thing. Don Pokemon is an asshole. Let me finish. Don Pokemon's an asshole, but he fought hard for this championship. He defended it against the best the UPF had to offer at the time. Against VB, Wilhane, and Rob. 2 trainers I would have had little to no chance of beating a year ago. But I dethroned the king that had the kingdom at its knees, and it was all thanks to him. He taught me how to be vicious, conniving, and to have a killer instinct. And he was my friend. We started in the UPF together around the same time, 2 years ago. And although we've had our back and forths, we had a respect for each other. But when we had our match, he burned that bridge. That day, my friendship and my efforts as a partner meant nothing to him. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back there and defend this championship more than every 200 days. I am going to be somebody that those trainers can look up to. But not just that, I'm going to be a champion that those trainers hope to test themselves against. But I'm not going to make it easy. I'm going to control the battlefield that I fight in. Because if they hope to be the best, they have to be the best in spontaneous circumstances and prove that they can be the best in every situation, because that's when it matters. I will leave a legacy to be remembered. Now, any questions? Hold on.
How's it going, Mark? You should probably step off that stage, put down the microphone, and come talk to me.
Jerome, you want a shot at this championship?
You bet your ass I do. You and I both know that last rematch was bullcrap. So let's make this one official. Make it for the championship. Unless you're scared.
Jerome, I don't know if you remember, but you lost your ability to challenge for this.
Yeah, but you're the champion now. And you love to brag about how much you talk to the boss. So let's make it happen. Unless you want to go back on all that stuff you said about being a fighting champion. I'm on your ass, boy. You're going to have this rematch. I'm coming for your punk ass.
No further questions.
Jerome made a really good point to Marc Cameron, and rest assured we will be making sure that that match happens. Thank you all for watching. Go to upfworld.com for even more action and some brand new merch. Thank you guys again. We will see you in November.